Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about GameCube and Wii, N64, the Mister, and more. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about GameCube and Wii emulation on a whole bunch of different platforms with Dolphin. And Dolphin has just released their progress report, and it is juicy. Now this progress report is for September, October, and November. There is a ton of information in it. We've gone over some of this stuff in previous videos, and I'm just covering it at a high level. I recommend checking it out, and I'll drop a link to it in the description below. One of the big announcements is that the Wii Connect 24 channel is now working. It works a little bit different than it used to, but the news channel and the forecast channel and others are up and running. Wii Remote NetPlay has been completely rewritten. It works a heck of a lot better and no longer crashes Dolphin when you try to end a Wii Remote session. Now there's been an absolute ton of work done on Vulkan. Even on Android, GPU usage is down by up to 30%. And there were a whole bunch of more tweaks that improve performance pretty much across the board for PC and Android gamers. On top of that, even if you're on Mac, there were optimizations done and games are looking a heck of a lot better. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this one before, but the Android user interface got a really nice refresh and looks great. If you haven't updated your version of Dolphin in a while, now might be a great time to finally make that update. The latest stable build was released over 6 years ago. It's been quite a while. The latest beta version was released just 2 weeks ago, and the latest development version was released just a day ago. So whether you choose the more stable beta version or the more experimental development version, you can pick it up for PC or Android right from their website. It's absolutely free. And for those of you with a Steam Deck, yes, a lot of these updates apply to the Steam Deck. In fact, the Steam Deck version keeps up with the latest beta build. Next up, this is a quick one. We're talking about N64 emulation on PC with Simple 64, and Simple 64 just got a small but pretty good update. Simple 64 is free, it's open source, and as always, I'll leave a link to the GitHub in the description below. Feel free to check it out. Version 2022.12.4 was just updated less than 12 hours ago. And in this one, it's not a big release, but at the same time, it's a nice update. Parallel RDP has been updated to the latest version, and this has to deal with rendering. Moving on, and we're talking about DOS emulation on PC with DOSBox Staging, and DOSBox Staging version 0.80.0 was just released. I'll leave a link to the entire changelog in the description below, so feel free to check it out. At a really high level here, Real Magic games are now supported. There's now support for 2 mice if you'd like. And they've got more bundled OpenGL shaders along with a bunch of bug fixes. Next up, we're talking about the Mister. If you've got a Mister and you like playing PS1 games on it, you might want to consider updating your PSX core. A brand new version was just released and it's got a whole bunch of bug fixes and accuracy improvements. Next up, we're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on PC with Ryujinx. Today, Ryujinx got a whole bunch of updates, ending up with version 1.1.488, at least at the time of filming. The new Prince of Tennis Let's Go has a bunch of graphical issues that have been fixed. And Infinity Tanks World War II, Paradigm Paradox, and Vegas Party no longer crash, at least in some areas. And last up, if you're a fan of Duke Nukem Forever, you might be a fan of this news. If you're not a fan of Duke Nukem Forever, you still might be a fan of this news. The Duke Nukem Forever 2001 restoration project has been working extremely hard to restore the old Duke Nukem Forever. In fact, today they just released the first 9 levels. And as always, my news is open source, so if you are interested in this, I'll drop a link to this site in the description below. At the time of filming, there's over 3,000 downloads, and the file size is about 1.6 gigs. And on top of that, if you want to see the game in action, Modern Vintage Gamer has put up an 8-minute long video, and you can go ahead and take a look at that. I'll drop a link in the description below. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a ton today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.